period of time as agreed. You can build hostels on the university ground or your own ground and charge money for an agreed period, and so that you make your profit. You have not just given charity, you have gone into business. You can build a shopping mall on a university ground and pay rent. All that is contribution, that's part of triple Ps. That's what we mean. That is what we are trying to urge our partners in business to think. Think of us also as consumers of your services. The benefit of triple Ps can accrue to all stakeholders. For the public sector organization, triple Ps are an accessible, relevant, viable, and beneficial service delivery option. For the users, triple Ps provide accessible, affordable, and safe service that meet acceptable quality standards. For the society at large, triple Ps promote goals such as social equity, economic empowerment, and efficient utilization of scarce resources and protection of the environment. For the private partners, triple Ps provide sufficiently rewarding return on investments which are commensurate with the risks undertaken. To give an example closer home, Midland State University has entered into a triple P arrangement with CBZ Bank, where the latter has provided bridging finance to enable the completion of the administration block, the building which you saw on your way to this venue. The university has also entered into another triple P arrangement with the First Bank, where the bank has provided funds to purchase teaching and learning space from Teruan. The Teruan campus currently houses the Faculty of Law and the Graduate School of Business Leadership. All this is in operation now, and both parties are benefiting. Government commitment to triple Ps. As a demonstration of its serious commitment to the triple P program, government has put in place a legal and institutional framework to facilitate public-private partnerships. The legal and institutional framework serves to enhance the selection, appraisal, approval, awarding, administering, and monitoring of triple P contracts. The development of this legal and institutional framework has resulted from the desire on the part of government to strengthen the pursuit of firm policy objectives on infrastructure development as well as sustainable economic growth and development. This framework goes a long way to address all the critical issues in the legal as well as the institutional arrangements necessary for effective and efficient triple P implementation in the country. Government has provided altogether 17 triple P models or options that may be entered into. A few examples of the triple P models and options include build and transfer, build, own, operate, and transfer, build, operate, and transfer, build, own, and operate, build, lease, and transfer. As I say, there are 17 options which you may have. They are now in regulation. The Cabinet Committee was set up under the Deputy Prime Minister Mtambara, produced these guidelines, regulation. They have been approved. They secure your investment. My ministry is indeed very honored to host you, Your Excellency, as you have come to help us to drive vigorously the program on mobilizing triple Ps in higher education. As higher education, we attach great importance to the public-private sector partnerships, as we regard the triple Ps as one of the practical and viable strategies to mobilize resources to augment the heavy burden for the national budget in funding universities. We are convinced of the merits in forging strategic alliances based on the needs of the public and or private sector in areas such as research and consultants, skills exchange schemes, supply of equipment and material for students' projects, infrastructure and maintenance, scholarships and fellowships. There is no way anywhere in the world, certainly not here in Zimbabwe, the government on its own cannot, it doesn't have the capacity to support fully higher education on its own. Yes, it is the main supporter of higher education, but it is a tripartite shareholding, a stakeholders alliance, government, private sector, and parents, guardians. And at the moment, I can tell you that government supports 31,000 students with cadetships. The parents and guardians, private sector, support 42,000 students at the universities, teachers' colleges, technical colleges. So the greater burden for supporting the students is not with the government, it is with the parents and, to some extent, the private sector. Yet, who is the greatest consumer of this commodity produced by universities? The private sector. The private sector is the biggest consumer of the product of university education. Surely, 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 friends, countrymen, we can do better by making a substantial contribution by the private sector to higher education. Yes, we can give, like we are doing tonight, charitably. Yes, we are ready to make business arrangement with you. Come. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, as we are gathered here today, allow me to take this opportunity to urge the corporate world, which is the main beneficiary of higher education products, to seize this opportunity and support the government in the provision of requisite infrastructure for quality service delivery. Distinguished guests, with these words and remarks, I feel honored to wish you a cordial environment as you partake of the dinner and as you open your wallets to make an important contribution. I thank you.
The moment they've been waiting for has now arrived. The introduction of our guest of honor. I'm delighted and at this same time humbled to be accorded the onerous responsibility of introducing a great luminary and one of the most eminent statesmen that Southern Africa and the entire continent of Africa has ever produced. He is indeed one of our own, a living icon and a true son of the continent whose career is an eloquent demonstration of the importance of peace as a prerequisite for developing sound infrastructure and generating national wealth. It is for that same purpose that we are gathered here to raise funds to construct a state-of-the-art library that can be used to extend the frontiers of knowledge and improve the quality of life of present and future generations. In the same vein, we are also assembled here to receive a message of peace that underscores the importance of resolving conflicts through dialogue, as peace and stability are the bedrocks for the sustainable research and socio-economic development in the creation of our wealth for our country. Accordingly, this august gathering is made up, Your Excellency. The people you see here are the patriotic people of this country who are business leaders in the corporate sector and in their own individual capacities. These are the vanguard of our mission to achieve total economic control and empowerment of our resources. They are seated in this hall. They are the bedrock of our empowerment program, and on them rests our future economic vision for this country, and they are in this hall. However, for them to make money and prosper, they need assurance from the political leadership of our region for political and economic stability to anchor our economic growth. They are risk takers who desire such political and economic stability to buttress their efforts towards sustainable economic growth. They support the university and they wish to empower it to churn out skills for commerce, industry and agriculture, communications, tourism, energy, water and mining, among other vital areas. They feel that the university has the responsibility to produce all these skills. I therefore invite you colleagues from the public, private and allied sectors to join me in extending a hearty and a brotherly welcome to His Excellency, Comrade Joaquim Alberto Chissano, the former President of the Republic of Mozambique, to Zimbabwe, and of course to Middle State University. By any measure, Comrade Chissano is a distinguished, revered and renowned peacemaker, academic, development strategist, and a formidable all-round leader. Mazvinzo. He was born in 1939 in Gaza province of Mozambique. Comrade Chissano was already politically active at a very tender age in his native Mozambique, which was at the time a Portuguese colony. When he went to Portugal to study medicine in 1961, he was forced to flee to France because of his political affiliations. In 1962, he traveled Tanganyika then, and became a founding member of the movement of Mozambique Liberation Front, Frelimo. He is a shrewd negotiator, per excellence. Comrade Chissano played a fundamental role in the 1974 negotiations between Frelimo and the Portuguese government, leading to the independence of Mozambique. He later successfully spearheaded negotiations with former Renamo rebels. This one I must just add something. Renamo was a very big problem, not only to Mozambique and to us. We believed that we would beat them in the bush. But President Chissano, when President Mugabe sent me to President Chissano, he said, no, we can talk and have dialogue. There is room and a space to resolve such conflict. And I didn't believe that. Anyway, in the end, we first met in Botswana, President Chissano, Dhlakama, and President Mugabe. And from there, we prepared the ground for us to meet in Rome with President Chissano, President Mugabe, and peace was brokered between Renamo and the government of Mozambique. And a peace was brought to Mozambique. I will repeat, he later successfully spearheaded negotiations with the former Renamo rebels, culminating in the 1992 peace accord, which ended 16 years. Some of you are not 16.